Hello YouTube, KDP here and welcome back to Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Soulsilver randomised Nuzlocke. As you can see, we find ourselves in a slightly different place than where we finished off in the last episode. That is due to the fact that we have another missing episode where the audio happened to have a slight issue. Our microphone audio was ridiculously low in comparison to the game audio, so it ended up coming through really quiet. So we've ended up here. We've had to continue the Nuzlocke, unfortunately. We have some things to go over. As you can see, the team layout has changed slightly. We have some new team members. We've also picked up a couple of encounters on our travels from Vermilion City to Celadon City, where we are just now. We have also encountered, unfortunately, another death, which happened to be the death of our shiny Muck that we did add to the team. We did a little bit of rejigging with the team. We did add it, and we lost it in the gym battle. Surprisingly, to a Machop, which is completely and utterly ridiculous. But what had happened was, I believe it was something. So our shiny Muck had the ability Hustle, which means that it's got an upped attack but a lowered accuracy. So the Machop, I believe, went for a dynamic punch, which didn't do a huge amount of damage but confused us. And then we proceeded to break out of confusion, miss a cross poison, and then in the next turn he went for a cross chop, which crit us, brought us down into the red, where we then went for another cross poison. At this point we then break out of confusion and end up killing ourselves by hitting ourselves in confusion. So RIP to Shiny Glob the Muck. Long may you rest in peace in your grave. And unfortunately we now have to replace some team members, but we did find some power. We found ourselves on Route 6, we found ourselves a Clefairy, which we caught and called Luna. And we also as you can see on the team, we found ourselves a Bagon in the route right next to Celadon City here in Route 7 over this way. We found ourselves a Bagon, and as you can see, we have trained it up and leveled up to a nice big powerful Salamence. And as you can see, we've got an incredibly powerful team here, and we're going to start off this episode with a team recap. As you can see, we've got a classic King Carp the Gyarados holding onto the Muscle Band with the moves Waterfall, Ice Fang, Strength, Dragon Dance and the Shadow Tag ability. Nothing changed there. We have our newest recruit, Saturn the Salamence. She is holding onto the Expert Belt with the moves Fly, Fire Fang, Dragon Breath and Zen Headbutt with the Scrappy ability. Yeah. We've got Pangea, our newly caught, which in the last episode we did add on to the team, but you'll have never seen the footage of Pangea in action, demolishing everything regardless of its minus attack nature. It is still a powerhouse. Pangea, our legendary Groudon, holding onto the leftovers with the moves, Earthquake, Hammer Arm, Eruption, Rest and the Chlorophyll ability. Look at those stats. Enormous. And we've got Brozone, another legendary, the legendary Rayquaza, holding onto the Sky Plate with the moves Air Slash, Fly, Discharge, Luster Purge and the Solid Rock ability. And we've got Shuriken, the Starmie, with the Mystic Water, with the moves Surf, Blast Burn, Mirror Shot, Recover and the Swarm ability. And last but not least, we've got Boomer, the Typhlosion, with the Flame Plate and the moves Flamethrower, Focus Blast, Thunderbolt, Hypnosis and Anger Point. Now Hypnosis came in clutch the last episode with capturing that Bagon and our Clefairy, and the Bagon we have already added to the team. So on that note, we are going to get this episode started. We are going to make our way to... Now we're not going to take on the gym leader in this town specifically in this episode. We are going to make our way to the department store because I want to see what this department store has on offer for us. Now everything will be randomised, so we are going to be in for a surprise here. What can we get? HP up, Hardstone. Is it worth buying one of these? Oh, we've got a Hardstone already, okay. We've got Energy Powder, Special Defense, Triple Berry, Feeble Mulch. We've got a Deep Sea Tooth. We don't have a Clam Pearl, but that could come in handy if we remember that. We've got a Twisted Spoon. Maybe worth buying that. It's only 100. It raises Psychic type powers. Cool. Revival Herb. We've got a Fist Plate. Might be worth taking that, maybe for Groudon. We'll buy that too. It's only 100. Star Piece. Not worth buying because it is double the price. See what this person has over here. We've got ourselves Metal Powder, Focus Band, Citrus Berry, Shoal Shell, a Magmarizer. We've got a Magmar. Let's buy it. Why not? Let's buy it. Let's see if we can get ourselves a powerful Magmortar, I believe it evolves into. We've got a Quick Claw. We've got a Nugget, which is a question mark amount of money. Icy Rock, we've not really got anybody that uses hail, and I don't really want to use that unless we had like a full team that was like kind of hail oriented. Thunderstone, we don't have anything involved with that. Wave Incense, we've got a Mystic Water. Bright Powder could come in handy. We've got a Bright Powder as well. A Figgy Berry. Okay, moving on to the next floor. Let's see what else we can get. What can we get here? Okay, we've got more TMs here. Okay, if the foe knows any move, find the user, the foe is prevented from using it. What move is that? Oh, I know what move it is. It's a psychic type move. As you can see, reaching across for the can. Now, in the last episode, one thing I will say is this: we kind of countered our can. Oh, crisp. We kind of countered our can as a victory can, because we are celebrating my win at the weekend of the West of Scotland Championships, where I won the men's singles and the men's doubles, and my body is paying for it today, so I'm in desperate need of some energy. So, it was a tough weekend, the body's paying for it, but it was totally worth it, because I'm the champ. Now, if I can remember what this bloody move is, the foe knows any move. Is it? Oh, I want to say it's like block or something like that, but it's not block. It's oh, I'm gonna have to Google it. Psychic move to block attacks. We've got a list here of psychic type moves that I'm going to just have a wee nosy through. Imprison, that's it. There we go, pardon me. Again, that first little sip of Monster. Imprison, so that's Imprison. The user calls out to its underlings to shield its bot. Okay, so I know that's Defend Order. That's the kind of signature, one of signature moves of Vespercon. Defend Order. That'd be quite good actually. I'm gonna buy that. That's kind of almost like a Cam Mine type thing. So user makes the ground under the floor up. That's may also lower the target's special. That's Earth Power, I believe, maybe. We'll come back for that. This heightens the mental focus on Leash's power. May also. Oh, I've got no idea what that is. Aura Sphere, maybe. Something like that. Let's see. It's punch with the user's full concentration. It confuses the foe. Oh, that's Dynamic Punch. Uses blast with a huge volume launched under great pressure. Don't know what that is. Maybe Hydro Cannon or something. We'll buy that. Why not? What else have we got here? A blood draining attack. The user's HP is restored by half the damage. That's got to be like Leech Life. A consecutive 3-kick attack. Okay, that's triple kick. The user enrages the foe into confusion. Okay, so that's Swagger. Wags its tail kick. That's got to be Tail Whip. Generates a shockwave from within its body. It may also lower. Oh, I don't know what that is. We'll buy that. Why not? Always got to get something here. A Howling Blizzard. Okay, so that's got to be Blizzard. Right, so let's have a look and see what we bought. So 28, 20. We also bought 27 and 41. So let's see if my suspicions were right. 27, yep. 28 Seed Flare. Okay. 20, we've got Blizzard already, and there was it was 28, 20, 27. I knew it was Dynamic Punch. What else did we get? We got 4. Do you know? 8? Was it 8? Oh no, 41. That's it. Hydro Pump. Okay. Okay. I was right. Okay. Next floor up. What do we have here? A Lustrous Orb, which works for Palkia. A Splash Plate. We can always come back for that. We've already got, like I said, we've got Mystic Water and some other berry. We don't use berries very often in this channel. I should maybe try and get used to using them more often. Maybe if I was playing through an unrandomised lock where I knew where the Pokemon were, but for now it's fine. An Ether, a Rose Instance, Dread Plate, Zap Plate, Insect Plate, Scope Lens, Old Amber, which I think we've got one already, yep, and an Iron. I actually don't know where you revive fossils, maybe in Pewter City, maybe. Punch, Dusk Ball, Safari Ball, ooh. We have an unlimited supply to Pokeballs here, technically. I feel like that would kind of be cheating, so do you know, I'm gonna just go for... I feel like they're just like Pokeballs, so I'm gonna go for 20. I think that's fair. We've not paid anything. I feel like that's fair, something like that, because I think they're just like Pokeballs. If it was like if they were like, because they're not in the Safari, if they were like Master Balls, then I would only get one. But I think they're only kind of got the kind of Pokeball variety kind of style thing. Okay, so is anything going on here? Chatting about the vending machine. Is there another floor? Is there a roof? That's the question I'm asking. There is not. Okay. There's no roof. Okay, so we're just going to go back outside. And we are going to work our way back down again. We're going to speak to a few people on the way down. Let's see. Yep, I know PP up. Yep, okay, that's fine. So I'm gonna give it. I'm just in case somebody gives us something. Okay, yeah, okay. There. Now we did see somebody on the way up here that I didn't really acknowledge. I did see him, but I didn't acknowledge. Let's see if you managed to spot him while we were coming up through the department store here. So we've got. These guys probably won't say anything, but we're going to speak to them. I'm finally getting a Porygon. I'm no good at... I traded Porygon and turned into different Pokemon. Porygon 2, probably. I traded my Pokemon without moving upgrade. Okay, TMs. Is it this floor we saw him on? We did! There he is. We saw Crasher Wake. This is quite a mask. So we know that this is linked up like the one in Goldenrod the guys just said there. So it's kind of like a chain is what he's saying. On that note, we are going to make a quick detour. We are now going to head out of Celadon. Now the only reason I'm doing this is because I'm following a kind of general guide from the Nuzlocke tracker that I'm playing with. And according to this one, our next challenge should be the Saffron Gym. So on that note, I'm going to make my way to the Saffron Gym. Not this gym, the actual gym. Now I'm going to take on every single one of the trainers in here. But before I do that, I do need to make a quick cut because I need to sort out something with my Nuzlocke tracker. It's gone a little bit kind of askew, so I'm going to be right back with you guys in a second. It'll be 1 second for you guys, or maybe be a little bit longer for me. So I will be back. See you soon. Be back. And our tracker is sorted now. So we are back in action. Here we go. We are going to dive straight into this gym there now. We're going to take on all the trainers here actually. We're going to make sure we are guaranteeing as much XP as possible for our Pokemon, for our team. Got a hiccup there. It's a Floatzel. Okay. We can take on a Floatzel. Now, this is where it's going to get a little bit trickier because with the randomizer, generally in this game, the level of these Pokemon isn't particularly great in comparison to your team by this point. And your team have all the kind of EVs and whatever. But we've lost a few Pokemon, we've changed a few Pokemon, so we are on par. in terms of level, but they've not all maybe experienced the kind of same kind of leveling up with the EVs and IVs and whatever. So it's a little bit tricky here. It's a little bit tricky. So we have to be super, super careful. We can stay. There's no extra here, so we can use Ice Fang on it. So I've not been drawn too much attention to it, obviously, with the fact that we have technically skipped ahead in terms of the Nuzlocke with the missing episode. Now, we've previously had a missing episode before, and in the entire episode after that, I filmed it and recorded it. That's basically all I spoke about. So I've been trying not to refer to it too much, but it's a little bit gutting the fact that we have lost some footage because we took on some incredibly strong trainers. We battled a Dialga, we battled a Palkia, we battled what else did we battle? We battled an enormous amount of, pardon me, of super strong Pokemon. So it wasn't as if last episode was completely easy or a breeze. And then we obviously lost the Pokemon as well. We have picked up a couple of new encounters, and we have picked up some powerful ones, but there's obviously some stuff has happened. It's not completely washed under, and I just hope that you guys understand. These things happen, and it's using Mean Look for no reason at all, because that's not you're going to go down. You're not like Reaper. You're not as cool as as ours. And down it goes, sayonara. So hopefully, you know what, we're going to send in our new Pokemon, Saturn here. So hopefully, even though we have technically skipped ahead a little bit, hopefully you guys are still entertained. The Nuzlocke is still continuing, it's still entertaining. We may be one gym badge further into the run, but you've not missed, in terms of actual gameplay, you've not missed too much. There's only been like the tiniest bit of progression. Some events happened last episode, like I've just explained there. So, and down she goes, Saturn taking down her very first Pokemon in battle. A gym battle, that is. I believe we came from there. Now, I know where the gym leader panel is. I'm just wanting to make sure that we get all the trainers. We want to get as much EXP as possible before we battle Sabrina here. The one thing I did say in the last episode, actually, for sure, is that the music in Kanto is so cool. It's like miles better than Johto. I was like absolutely loving the tunes, and especially the random encounter tunes and the wild grass are so cool. I've been loving every single time we were battling a Pokemon last episode. There we go, and I mean, so far we've been pretty lucky with the Pokemon we've been battling here as well. Some decent type matchups, nothing too strong. Now I don't want to jinx that, so I'm really going to touch wood. Make sure that that's not we're not jinxing it, and then we just wander ourselves into like a Giratina, Palkia, and Dialga trio or something like that with the gym leader. Should be good. Actually, can't remember where we came from. I think we came from the bottom left. Hopefully, this is just our last battle. Bam, bam, bam. Just intense. It's cool. Oh, poor Diglett. About to be sent packing. At least it's quick. At least it'll be a quick, painless death. I suppose, how do I know it's painless? I have absolutely no idea if that was painless for that Diglett. It could have been horrible for that Diglett. Oh, and it's a Bulbasaur. Oh well. Saturn's back in now. Her second gym battle debut. We're going to go for a fly here. Could have used Fire Fang and probably taken it out. But, you know, we're kind of button mashing here, so it doesn't really matter at this point, as long as we take it out. Pardon me. The reason for all these, all these burps is the fact that I have just come in from work and I have just had some food. We're going to swap back into King Carp here because we have an ice type move for this Torterra. Oh my lord. so hopefully we can take it out in one Ice Fang here, which I believe we will. Our attack stat is astronomical, it's absolutely gigantic. It's miles better than Rayquaza, and there we go. Down he goes. It's better than Rayquaza and Groudon, although I don't know if Groudon, I suppose the minus attack, I don't really know how much that actually takes off. Plus Gyarados is a plus attack, so they're probably, when I think about it, they're maybe a little bit even then. But I don't know how much that really affects the actual stat, if it's only like a +1 or 2, or if it's like a really big chunk that it gets kind of added on or taken off, so I guess we will never know. Now, we just have to find our way back to that top left corner, which we do indeed, and it is right here that we will battle Sabrina. Before we battle, I'm going to do a quick heal up of our Pokemon. It's only really King Carp. Oh, that's not where I meant to click. It's only really King Carp that needs the healing up here before we take on Sabrina. Everyone's holding onto an item. We are going to do a quick save here. Make sure that we are ready and prepped for our second badge in the Kanto region here. Sabrina, I believe, is the 6th gym leader in the Kanto region. So, another thing that we stated in our last episode, our missing episode, was the fact that the gym leaders are a little bit askew here, and you can kind of take them on in any order almost. Which is quite cool, quite nice actually, and I feel like it should always be, that's something I've always wanted implemented in the game, is that you can just take on gym leaders at any point, and there should be some form of like level scaling or something. Oh, a skippy. Nothing too scary, nothing too scary. We're gonna fly, we're gonna take it out, hopefully in one shot. Yeah, that'd be like one of the coolest things we could ever add to a Pokemon game. Now they didn't really add it to Scarlet and Violet, they did add the fact that you could take on gyms at any point you wanted. But it would be cool as if every single gym leader had like a team for if it was your first one, a team for if it was your second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth. So it'd be much cooler that way, I think. Oh, Saturn's just again, we have the same headbutt to take out this coffin. There's something for everyone so far. And so far this has proved to be pretty ridiculous. Oh, it survived that. Wow, geez, oh. Must have some pretty kind of banging defense to survive that. Oh, Memento, what does that do? It killed itself and lowered our stats. We'll just swap out then. Coffin goes down with a Memento and a Paris to finish. Right, well, we're going to swap out anyways, so we're going to switch into Brozone. Sabrina, surprisingly underwhelming here, and I was really getting prepped for this fight to take a little bit longer, but evidently not. Down goes the Paris, and that is our 6th gym badge, our 6th in Kanto, and our 2nd overall in Kanto. The 6th canonically, the 2nd overall. Down goes Sabrina. Now we don't have time for another gym, but we maybe have some time for another encounter or two. So let's see what we can get. Okay, let's see. So the next one on my list is Route 5. So we're going to find ourselves a little path to Route 5 here. TM48, it contains Skill Swap. Okay. It doesn't for us. Let's see what TM48 contains. What does it contain? We're going to go this way. I don't really know why. Draco Meteor. Oh, please. Tell me the Rayquaza can learn that. Please. I'm sure it can learn Draco Meteor. The worst. It's the way that works. I'm going to save as well. The way that works is that I believe the randomizer, the compatibility with TMs is linked with the old TM's kind of compatibility. So the reason Starmie can probably learn that is because it is a psychic type and it can learn Skill Swap, rather than actually being able to learn Draco Meteor. So if that was true, let's see. So for example, Hydro Pump, whatever this one is before, it might not be able to be learned by our 2 water types. Let's see. There you go. Unable by Shuriken, but able by King Carp. So there's got to be something else prior to that. I don't even know what half of these TMs are, to be honest. I actually think that is Dynamic Punch, so maybe that's Morning Sun. Who can learn Morning Sun? Boomer. So maybe Boomer could learn Dynamic Punch. I actually don't know for sure what these TMs are, but we'll make do. You know, Draco Meteor is pretty cool, but it would have been nice for our Rayquaza to learn it. And our mother is phoning us. Don't worry, mother. We are going to head straight to the Pokemart's not here. It's up here. If you can please stop phoning, that would be great, because we are going to check out that item that you have bought for us. Kibia berries, okay, or Kibia berries, whatever they are. No further packages, okay. Now we're going to have a quick look at this randomised. This is one thing that I regret not doing often enough. I have not been looking at the random second clerk above. So the first one just sells normal items, but we randomised it so the second one was selling as random items. And we have a Mystic Water and some berries. Okay. Well, nothing too exciting there. We've already got a Mystic Water. We don't really need a second. And if we did, then I would just go back and buy it. Or there's like a plate as well. There's like a splash plate or whatever it's called. Route 5, let's see, is Route 5 this way? This is Route 8. We can get Route 8 as well. Let's get ourselves a Route 8 encounter. Hopefully without bumping into anybody. Ideally that would be great. Now we can fly as well, so we do have fly to go back. I would rather try and just get an encounter. Not really bad. We've only got a few minutes left, so we need cut. Oh, we need cut. Okay, well we're gonna sneak. We're just gonna fly back. We're gonna fly back. Route 8 is not the vibe just now. Is Route 5 above? Route 5 is above. Okay, so we're gonna fly back to Saffron here. We made a slight error in the fact that we thought we could maybe get an encounter, but we will come back when we have cut. We will just make our way to the north of Saffron for Route 5, like initially intended. Can we get ourselves a wee foal here? Yeah, let's get our foal with one of our most powerful teams, actually. This probably is the closest we have to our most powerful team ever. We can barely get, because of Groudon and Rayquaza, we can barely get the others in the foal. Okay, up we go. Route 5. Does this guy have anything to say? You are indeed crying a lot, my sir. Good sir. Route 5. We're going to have to go all the way up here to jump back down, but that's okay. We're in Cerulean City. And Route 5. Oh, this is it. It's the cool tune. Oh, a Badoo. Do we have a Rosalia? I feel like we've got a Rosary. We know that. Do we? Yes, we have a Rosary, so this is technically Species Clause. So we can re-encounter here. Oh no! Refresh, they didn't mean that. Scrolling down to the route that we're on. No, stop refreshing. So I knew we had something there. We can re-encounter, we don't need to catch the Badoo. But listen to that music, it's so intense. Seems to be Badoo is the most common one in this route. Let's have Drizzle, that's quite cool. Come on. And again. What have we got? Badoo, please go away. We want to get something else. You can't be the only Pokemon on this route. I know that for a fact. This was similar to when we caught Bagon. We ran into about 10 Skuntanks in the last video before we ran into Bagon. And we've got a Skuntank. We're just going to keep repeating Species Clause. This episode might go on a little bit longer. But we will find ourselves a Pokemon. Please be something different. Ooh, that's what we want to see. This is what we love to see. Now, pardon me, Shuriken. If this has got a good ability, I swear we will be swapping it out. Much as I love the psychic typing, and that you've got a turn me again, a very diverse moveset, I believe that I would rather have a Blastoise in the team. So we're going to use a Hypnosis here. I also kind of want to use, now we have Ultra Balls, but I kind of want to try out one of these Safari Balls. I don't think it's, I was talking about it having the fact that it could have been like a Master Ball, but I think it's just with the same category as a Pokeball. So we're going to try out the Safari Ball here. One. So it's not a Master Ball, we know that at least. And the Wartortle wakes up. Okay. Put it back to sleep. So we can set up for the Ultra Ball. Okay. We're going to save those Safari Balls for maybe something a little bit weaker. We're going to provide ourselves with an Ultra Ball here for this Wartortle. And that's a 1. That's a 2. That's a 3. Ooh! So close, so close. Well, we know we can catch it. We know we can catch it, we just have to be patient. Here we go. And a Brave Sphere in the first one. Okay. Yeah, well that's pretty standard then. We get another turn of sleep. Let's see. Ultra Ball number 3. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. Oh! It's just teasing us, isn't it? We're going to use Hypnosis again. Something with False Swipe would be pretty good actually. I wonder if we have a Pokemon that does that. Can maybe get ourselves a Pokemon that can kind of help us capture other ones. That's 1. That's 2. And it breaks free again. Oh, it's a little rascal this Wartortle. Very good. We're wasting some Ultra Balls on it. Number 5, I believe. And it breaks free straight away. Number 6. 1. It's a cheeky little rascal, so it is. Hypnosis again, we don't have, this is the thing, if they just keep breaking out, we're going to have to keep using Hypnosis, and we don't have like an unlimited supply of that, so it's just got to stay in the ball. It's just got to stay in the ball. One, 2, 3. Oh, Wartortle. It's tense. Here we go, come on. 1, 2. It's just a Wartortle, it's not like a legendary or anything. Come on, Ultra Ball. Here we go. That's a 1. That's a 2. 3. Oh, he's teasing me. Little rascal. 1, 2, 3. And we get it. There we go. Baby. Got ourselves a Wartortle. Let's see. Clearly controls its furry ears and tail to maintain it cleverly controls its furry ears and tail to maintain its balance while swimming. Oh, okay. Now, just off of the back of that capturing process, we are going to nickname this little guy Rascal, because he was a complete and utter rascal, teasing us the entire time, 2 or 3 shakes, and then just popping back out again. So Rascal the Wartortle. Sorry, apologies, just putting in the details there. On that note, we're going to quickly save and finish off this episode. I hope you've managed to stick with us throughout this little kind of technical issue, obviously with our last episode, but it's been a pleasure to continue the Nuzlocke, keep it running. We have increased our badge number by 1 yet again. I'm glad to say that we now have 10 badges total, 2 in the Kanto region. Unfortunately, we've missed out in the last one, also with a death to Glob or Shiny Muck involved in that. But we have encountered some new Pokemon, we've got some new power in the PC, we've got some new power on the team, and hopefully after that encounter maybe another powerful Pokemon to add to the team. So to finish up there, I have been KDP, this has been Bang Average Gaming's Pokemon Soulsilver Randomised Nuzlocke. I cannot wait to see you in the next one and continue this progress. See you later.